This video is on volume of cylinders, cones, and spheres. So for our first problem, we have a cylinder. And in our cylinder, we have a radius of 9 and a height of 4. So we're going to plug it into our formula, V equals pi r squared h, plugging in the radius 9 and the height 4. We solve the exponents first. 9 times 9 is 81. 81 times 4 is going to give us 324. And then the directions tell us to use 22 over 7 for pi. So 324 times the fraction 22 over 7 is going to give us 101.2857714, a whole bunch of numbers. But because the directions tell us to round to the nearest hundredth, 28 is our hundredths place, 2 is the tenths, 8 is the hundredths place. So the 5 makes us round up, and so the 28 rounds up to a 29. 1018.29 is our final answer. For number 2, we have a cone, and in our cone we have a diameter of 15. And then the height of our cone, our line going down, is 10. So we first want to take half of our diameter because we want the radius. And so half of 15 is 7.5. So we're going to use that in our formula, pi r squared h divided by 3. We plug in the radius that we found, 7.5, and our height, 10. 7.5 squared is going to give us 56.25 times the 10, which is our height, to give us 562.5 divided by 3 gives us 187.5, and then times the pi value given to us in the directions, 22 over 7, gets us a number of 589.2857143 ... on and on. It tells us to round to the nearest hundredth, so that's the 28. The 5 tells us to round up, and so our answer, the 0.28, rounds up to a 0.29. 589.29. For our last problem, the sphere, we have our sphere with a radius of 7. We're going to use our formula, V equals 4 pi r to the third power divided by 3. We start by plugging in our radius, which is 7. 7 to the third power is going to give us 343. We jump over pi and multiply by 4 to get 1372. We divide that by 3 to get 457.3 repeating. Remember, do not clear out your calculator. Leave the repeating 3 in the calculator and hit times the pi value, 22 over 7. We end up with 1437.3 repeating. And because the directions tell us to round to the hundredths place, the 33 is in the hundredths place, and the 3 tells us to round down. When we round down, the 33 stays 33. So 1437.33 is our final answer.